The mission of the Toastmaster Club is to provide a neutral and positive learning environment throughout its members to develop their communication and leadership skills, great self-confidence. Without further ado, let's welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Monica.
Good morning, everyone. How was the last weekend? So
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, we all had a very good time outdoor, but did you all miss our indoor meeting that day?
No.
I really missed our indoor meeting that day because we missed many people who come regularly to this venue. We missed that, and with this, I declare meeting 244 as commenced from now. In the last week, few of our fellow Toastmasters celebrated their birthdays. So I take this moment to wish them a very happy birthday. One among them is Toastmaster Kalaivani sitting here, and Toastmaster Anandan celebrated their birthday. Have a wonderful year ahead, ma'am. And while we are in this meeting, Toastmaster Bharat is having a very good time in Nilagiri attending District Officers Training Program. Bharat, if you are seeing this, we wish you a successful term too. And what is the importance of tomorrow?
Republic.
Okay, which year it is?
1950.
No. We got Republic Day. Which year are we celebrating now?
76.
76 or 77? Toastmaster John, is it 76 or 77?
77 on paper, but like it's 76 years old.
As of now, okay. So it is 77th Republic Day will be celebrating. So we have studied this more than enough, but I'll remind it once again. What are the three core values of our Indian Constitution?
For the people.
No.
That's
No.
demography, definition of demography.
Actually, Toastmaster Samuel sitting over here out of over enthusiasm got Indian Constitution book for last year. So what are the three core principles?
Secular.
No.
Right to speech.
No. Principle is different, rights are different. Principles and values. And we are celebrating our 77th Republic Day. So it's liberty, equality and fraternity. Liberty, as soon as you think about liberty, what comes to your mind? Liberty bus stop.
Freedom.
Freedom. So what is the difference between freedom and liberty, do you think?
Liberty comes with some restrictions. But freedom is like whatever you're doing.
No. So the definition of liberty is perfect. Okay, liberty is doing whatever you wish to do, but within the limits specified in the Constitution. So the first core value of Indian Constitution is liberty. It gives you the right to do whatever you want, but within the constitutional limits. Second one is equality. So this is a very easy thing. What is equality?
Treating everyone equally.
Okay. Treating everyone equally. This is a common word. Every day we come through this word. But what gives the power for equality in India? There should be something so that you feel that we all are equal. Right? What is that?
Fundamental things.
No.
Constitution.
Constitution is one thing and law. Everyone is equal before law. Only because of law we are empowered to feel equality and to emphasize equality within India. Okay. And the third one is, so what is fraternity?
Brotherhood.
Sense of brotherhood. And more than sense of brotherhood, Indian Constitution treats fraternity in two ways. One is, according to Indian Constitution, each and every one of you is considered to be a sacred individual. That's why we are emphasizing on practicing fraternity. And the second one is, they give importance to the unity and integrity of the nation. So just think, now we have seen the importance of these three values. So just think, if liberty is not practiced, what will happen? So liberty is the freedom to do whatever you want, right? If it is not practiced, what will happen?
Crime rate will be
No, nothing related to crime.
We will be restricted. Like we don't have our own will.
Yeah. So if liberty is not given power in Indian constitution, it will amount to killing of individual perspectives. So if someone comes and tells you to do, you need to do. You will not be having your own perspective in anything. So liberty is more important. And what will happen if equality is not there?
Then I will be king. Whoever I think they will be slave to.
oppression can be.
Yeah. So if equality is not there, automatically discrimination will be there. Discrimination based on caste, creed, religion, wealth, income, whatever it is, discrimination will be there. So if fraternity is not there, then there is no use in practicing liberty and equality in India. Okay. So with this, I would like to invite our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster John.
Okay, good morning everybody. After a long time, I think I'm playing this role of the Toastmaster of the day. I'm really excited for this because this is something that I'm doing recently and I wanted to share those experiences with us, with all of you also. What is the theme of the day?
Authority to author.
Authority to authority. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what does that say? What's authoring? Writing a book, right? So I'm going to be talking about writing a book and publishing and why it is important and how we do that and all of those things. Okay. I have written 5 books and I have published 5 books. If you go to Amazon, you can find all of these books. These are children's story books, journals, and all of that kind of books. But currently, I'm writing a book about how public speaking can actually make you money. It's on the verge of getting published. I will tell you about the book news in some time, in some days. But before I wanted to tell you that why authoring? Why should we author a book? How many of you think you can author a book? Yeah. Yes. So same thing happens because like I have enabled around 37 children to publish their own books, and in that 3 children have published 3 books already. And children are publishing books, and many of us are thinking, what book authoring? Why book authoring? Okay. Authoring a book is like one big thing that we can do to tell everybody that I am an authority in this particular field as such. So for me to announce to the world saying, hey, here is a field that I'm really interested in, and I'm really good at it by authoring a book. Now, how exactly does this work? Imagine you go for a meeting, you talk to somebody and give them a visiting card, versus you give them a book and say this is a book that was authored by you. Immediately there is a quick take for it, right? And also we've been talking about how we take Toastmasters and public speaking outside. Many a times people look for free speakers. Yeah, so when people invite me to go and speak at places, tell them how much would you pay me? They will say actually no budget and all of those things. Then I will say, then will you allow me to pitch my book there for people to buy? Is another way of making money out of this. Second thing is I will say, can I give my book? Can you buy a book for all the participants so I can come and speak for free? So that's another thing that we can do also. So that way what happens is our speaking becomes monetized while we author our book. Now one more thing that's very, very interesting with respect to book authoring is, if I have a book on a specific topic and I have a product that relates to this book. Now in the book, how many of you have read this book where, like read this kind of a book where you're reading this book and they will say go to this website and download this PDF and then you can work on this. Have any of you done this? It's some kind of books. There are some books where they say, I have worked with my clients, I have got this result for them. If you want this, you will have to go to this website and do this. Or you will have to email me on this email. The old books will have an email ID where you can email them and all that. Now what does that mean? You can get the book for free. If they're really reading it, they are your target audience. If your book is related to the product that you want. Like Monica had an amazing Toastmaster of the day when we were thinking of what could we stand for, what could that product be. Then we tried about books. So all this while I've been doing storytelling and speaking to children and all of those. And so my books were all about storytelling and speaking to children. Now I'm actually coaching adults on public speaking and all that. So I'm creating a book on how to make money with public speaking. Yeah, so that's what I'm writing about. So what happens, anybody that opens the books and reads are the people that want to make money. Now I tell them saying, hey, if you want this worksheet, just go to this website, give in your email ID and phone number, and this worksheet will come to your email. Now I get their email ID and phone number. The next time I conduct a workshop, I can tell them saying, hey, there's a workshop that's happening, would you like to come? And they will come. That's the idea behind this book authoring on the whole. The book is out there everywhere. There is one more thing that people say, if you author a book, you get a lot of passive income. Have you heard of that? Like you write the book, there are legends who have done that. They have died, but their books are still making money on Amazon. You go and buy, a part of that money goes to that family. And that money keeps coming always. That one has changed a little bit right now. Nobody is buying books. So unless you force them to buy a book or you give it to them for free or you tell them saying, hey, I came here, buy my book, something like that, it does not happen. You have to work on that. But otherwise, it's a good way to not make money from the book, but any product that is associated with the book for us. I will tell you more about this, but before I go, I would like to quickly tell you about the flow of the Toastmasters meeting. First, we have our prepared speeches where our amazing speakers who've been preparing on pathways from our online forum are going to be coming and speaking here. Second, we have this interesting session that I'm always excited about called table topics, where you will be invited to the front and you will be asked to talk. And then we have the evaluation, because anything that we do in this particular meeting is getting evaluated. So we will reflect back on what we did and then go ahead and implement it in our life. So evaluation is the third segment that we will be doing. With that, I pass the stage on to the general evaluator of the day, who will be introducing you on how exactly this evaluation and everything works. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Magesh.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
As a general evaluator for today's meeting, I will be observing the entire meeting and evaluate how we achieve the objectives of today's meeting, the preparedness of the meeting, and overall quality, time management. I will be evaluating the meeting as a whole, and later I will be producing the result of the meeting. I have a tag team. The timer for today is Toastmaster Magesh.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I'm your timer for today. We'll have 3 segments: prepared speech, table topics, and evaluation. Prepared speech is 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5 minutes, I'll show green card. At 6 minutes, I show yellow card. At 7 minutes, I show red card. In table topic is 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute, I show green card. 1 minute 30 seconds, I show yellow card. At 2 minutes, I show red card. In evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes, I show green card. 2 minutes 30 seconds, I show yellow card. At 3 minutes, I show red card. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. And for grammarian, I would like to call Toastmaster Kalaivani.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, make a note of the language usage. I will make a note of misuse of the English language, as well as outstanding words, quotes, or sayings. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce word of the day, that is delinquent, meaning a person who is involved in unlawful or antisocial behavior. Example for this word, a thief was arrested for his delinquent behavior. So I request everyone to make use of this word during your speech today. At the end of this meeting, I will provide the word of the day usage and also the grammatical usage.
The art author for today's meeting is Toastmaster Nandini.
So as our counter of today, I'll be observing our filler words like and so, and I'll give my report at the end of the meeting.
The listener for today's meeting is Toastmasters Sandwich.
So, good morning, Toastmasters. Today I am your grammarian. Yeah. Okay. So today I am your listener. As like me, I am going to overall watch the meeting. At the end of the day, I am not just going to come up with the questions, what happened here. I am going to give you few statements, whether it's right or not wrong, to check your observation.
Thank you all the tag team members for spelling out the objective very clearly. Now I pass on the stage to Toastmaster.
I was thinking the general evaluator will introduce it. Okay, so here we come to the prepared speeches of the day, and we have our first speaker, who is Toastmaster Magesh, who is going to be coming here and going to be speaking here. But before I invite Toastmaster Magesh to come on stage and speak, I would like to invite Toastmaster Kalaivani to come and introduce Magesh's part. Thanks.
Toastmaster Magesh is going to pursue project 1, project 2. His project details is he's going to talk on the topic, the trip that froze my body. The path is engaging humor, which is level 1, project 2. Duration is 5 to 7 minutes, and the purpose of the speech is to practice.
Speaking with the words. I will do it.
He will be delivering the speech on speaking with words.
Awesome. So in level 1, project 2, the Toastmaster Magesh is supposed to create a speech with a purpose in mind to see if he can educate, entertain, inspire, or motivate the audience. And with that purpose in mind, he will be creating a speech. So the evaluator is supposed to check what he intended to do and what he ended up doing. If you came last week, I think we know what exactly this speech is about. Let's put our hands together for Toastmaster Magesh. Toastmaster Magesh, the trip that froze my body, the trip that froze my body. Toastmaster Magesh.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Today. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
There is no guest. Have you ever been so stressed? Even your phone gives you emotional advice, like your storage is almost full. Exactly my mind be like. So I decided need a vacation. Not just like a Sunday sleep and regret a vacation. A vacation from to Manali. When I told to my family I'm going to Manali, they were react like I'm going to border. Snow இருக்குமா ஜாக்கெட் எடுத்துக்கிட்டியா எப்படி போற எப்படி வர photos and status போடு. Because usually in Indian vacations are only successful with these 3 things: photos upload, status update, relative jealous. Then I started packing. I'll pack. I'm going to like study at abroad. I'm taking thermals, jackets, sweaters, mufflers, everything. But my bag said, bro, I'm not Amazon warehouse, bro. Vellore heat versus Manali cold. Usually Vellore we have only 3 climate conditions. One hot, very hot, sometimes still like today, Scott Grace. But in Manali it's very cold. How much? That's even I forgot to speak in Tamil. If somebody, I'm using only sign language. If somebody asking, it's okay for you, I was like, It's not okay if I mess it. Literally, my body condition for the first 5 hours like this, right? My body is saying, right, I am adjusting to cold conditions. Let me ask you something. What one thing you hear about Manali first comes in your mind?
Skiing.
Skiing, snow, mountain, everything. When I landed in Manali, I was searching snow. There is my relatives are said, you going on December, it's a heavy snow, don't go on that time. You go on February, its climate was amazing. I was like, no, I want to see snow. That only I am going to Manali. Then I landed in Manali, I searching the snow. I was taking my phone and checking the weather. Weather is -7, but there is no snow. I was like, me and my friend looking to each other. Then we went to the Rohtang Pass. Rohtang Pass equal to reality pass. Everywhere is snow. Even the road, the mountains, everything has a snow. Everything and white. Even my conference turned into white. Then I click a picture. Lots like a celebrating, like I'm going a post like a. If somebody has time, please put on my post and likes. Then I try to walk in snow. I tried to walk like heroically, but I did not fell down. Actually, I performed it. I innovated one dance step. Swing, swing, swing. That like only my steps are in Manali. Manali actually remind me one Toastmaster important role. Yes, anybody? Not a timer role. It's an or counter role. For the every step, I was like literally, my shoe was speaking to me. Like, bro, I made for family function, bro, and mall walking, not for Himalayas. I was like, so sad. Then I tried to walk and then get some beautiful photos in Manali. Then, in Manali has one king, not a human. It's a Maggie. Every shop you have one Maggie and chai. In the Maggie add a very little amount of spiciness, but still the Maggie was amazing. With friends, with hot Maggie, with cold weather, it's not just a food, it's an emotion. It's everything gone. When I try to call my parents and show them to video call in the snow, that's a no tower. I was like, what's happening here? If somebody say in Manali you get one tower, but in Manali I had a full network coverage. In Rohtang Pass I didn't get anything tower. Then only I realized, oh, this is a real Ladakh. It's all over. If you add some, I saw one uncle in Manali. Literally, it's not a creative story, it's a real thing happened. One uncle wearing a lungi in banyan, in mufflers only putting. One auntie was shouting, why are you standing there? Come to this shop and for boning. I was like, how this uncle was doing without any jackets, any kind of sweaters, he's surveying it. I was like shocked. Then only I realized that people are really kindness to in Manali. So fellow Toastmasters, if you had a very stress, and live and go somewhere cold. Thank you.
Okay, so next the speaker, maybe me myself. This is I am glad I'm going to be talking about something always talk about. So I have my evaluator Professor Monica who will come and introduce this speech.
Toastmaster John is doing his level 3. His project is going beyond the club. As a part of Club Successful Series, his duration will be 10 minutes. Actually, after coming to the meeting only, I know he does not require an evaluator, but still I will come after his speech when called upon by the general evaluator to give the evaluation. Thank you.
I actually did not tell her that we don't require an evaluator because she has more points on this than me, because she's like practically done this. I will tell you what exactly this is. Okay, so this one is a very new series in our Toastmasters Club, and this started only from this term. And we are supposed to be learning about how to run clubs successfully and then educate the other people also. Now here is something I always keep saying. We come to this club, we do these things, we go back and we are happy, we get the certificate for the day, is one level of practice that we do. But there are different reasons why people join Toastmasters Club. There is what actually everybody joins Toastmasters Club saying, I want to get better in public speaking, but after they come here, there are different reasons why they stay and grow in this Toastmasters Club. One big reason is the contest. That is me. You tell competition, I will jump in. You tell whatever competition, I will do it. And that is what keeps me going. The other reason why people join and stay here is leadership roles. You practice your leadership here and you are allowed to make mistake here. That's the second thing. You are allowed to take a leadership role that you are really bad at, and you are allowed to make mistakes and learn from it. That's the second thing. The third thing is your connection with all of the other clubs out there. Any country that you go to, any place you go, you Google for the nearest Toastmasters club, you will find that, and you can go there and you immediately know, saying, oh, I know this person for 10 years. Because everybody speaks the same language. That is another thing that we are there. We are there for. Another thing that a lot of people have been talking about for a long time is about finding their spouses in Toastmasters. A lot of people, like last time when Noah was happening, Bharat was sitting and putting number of couples that were formed in Toastmasters Club. There was a list. Okay, and this time we have our Discover that's happening. I will be talking about that also, and it is run. The conference chair for that is Toastmaster Renosha. I find it very difficult to pronounce her. They are also a couple, and they are celebrating their wedding anniversary on the same day of this Discover. So I am looking forward to this. This is going to be one amazing Discover that is going to happen. I'll tell you what this Discover is also. Okay, so now I am going to be talking about going beyond the club, because coming to the club, do you notice that it's like we come here every day and we just keep going back and not much of this. The first thing that I enjoyed after coming here is the trips that we go, because here in Vellore we are lucky to go for 3-hour trips. And these trips are so much fun. We get into these trips and we dance for songs and we play games and all that. Me being the introvert, I will sleep off in one corner, but still, while going, I'll be preparing for my contest and everything. While coming back, I'll be like, I'm done for the day. But there is so much fun that we connect beyond the club also. And beyond the club is what this is. So I would like to first start with this thing called a contest. There are around 6 contests that the Toastmasters completely does, but there are 4 contests that surely happens in our district at least. Okay, there are a lot of districts that do only 2 contests, but our district does 4 contests. First term 2 contests and second term 2 contests. The first term contests are the humorous public speaking, which is called humorous speech competition (HSC), and the second contest is called the evaluation contest. That happens in the first term. Anybody who is a member of Toastmasters Club in a club that has a good standing are eligible to speak like a contest there. Okay. The second set of contests will happen in the next month, and I'm looking forward to this. One is called the ISC. ISC is International Speech Contest. Just keep calling it International Speech Contest, because once you win your club level itself, you will know saying, hey, International Speech Competition, I won it. But it's only level market, but still it's International Speech Competition. Okay, so that's International Speech Competition, and the second competition that we have is table topics. You will be given a topic right there, and you have to talk on that for 2 to 3 minutes. Now, in these contests, you can go as a contestant. ISC alone, International Speech Contest alone, you should have completed 2 levels for you to be participating in that. All the other 3 competitions, you can participate whenever. If you want to participate in ISC, actually I'm saying go participate in ISC, please finish your 2 levels as soon as possible. Now, one way of doing 2 levels as soon as possible, you have multiple clubs across India. Within our district itself, we have so many clubs. And within these clubs, we have to reach out to VP Education Nandini, and she will be able to get you slots in other clubs also. In 1 week, go ahead. I think last year Monica did some 3 or 4 speeches in 1 week and finished 1 full level. The Sunday she went back, next Sunday she's coming and saying level completed. Yeah, so that is easily possible. These are all online clubs also. You don't have to travel to these clubs, you just sit online and complete these clubs. With that, so that's one thing. So that's something that you can note for yourselves. Okay. Now the second thing that we can do with respect to the clubs and contests is, if you don't want to be a contestant, for the contest to happen, we have a lot of roles. Now you need SAA for the contest. You need a contest master for the contest chair for the contest. These are different roles that you could be playing. Now there is one more role called judges. There is a chief judge, there are voting judges. Chief judge is somebody, they will be giving us training during the beginning of the month. When we have you heard of this term called the OTP, Officers Training Program? All the officers go to a place and you are trained on that, like what you will be doing in the 6 months. Usually, the judges training is also clubbed along with that, where you learn how exactly to vote. If you have gone through the judges training, you become a judge. You can actually put marks for the contestants that are standing there. And not just in this club, but you can do it in all the other clubs also. You can go to clubs and do it. Luckily, my first judge role was a chief judge role. I didn't even know what to do, but there was this one very small girl. She was still studying in college that time. She was the area director and she was training me on what to do, how to do, all of those things. I was like sincerely learning and doing this. This was in Chennai also. So it was a very amazing experience. You don't have to be like experienced to do this. You just have to say, I'm this first time, please help me. All the Toastmasters are going to help you, handhold you and make you do this. So, and all of these are the roles that are there in the contest. Now, I want to tell you about the levels that we have. Club level, 4 or 5 clubs come together to form the area level. So all the first place and second place winners of the club will go to the area level. And 4 areas come together to form the division level. So all 4 areas, first and second place, 8 people come to the division level. And at the division level, only first place. There are 4 divisions. No, there are 9 divisions. 9 divisions now. There used to be 8 divisions last time, now 9 divisions. Every division, first place alone comes to the district level. So 9 people will be speaking at the district level. This district level is what I keeping on calling as discover. Okay. Now you lose the first level or you lose the second level, immediately the next level go and take another officer's role. There are multiple roles that are there that you can take and be part of the team that is running it. Running an event is not a joke, and all of us coming together and running this event is really, really amazing. Any doubts with respect to contests? Yeah, I will all see you on stage for the contest this year. Okay? Yeah, please start preparing now. International speech contest and the table topics is what will happen right now. The next part is the officers' roles. How many of you are part of the XCOM here? Very similar to the XCOM roles that you play here. There are XCOM roles in area level, division level and district level. And beyond, there is regional level and the world level and all of those things also. Now in this area level, we call that the area director, the head. So like there is a president here in the club, there's an area director, there's a division director and there is a district director. Like we have VP education here, we have program quality director at the area level, division level and district level. From our club, Toastmaster Carolyn is a program quality director at the area level. Toastmaster Bharat from our club is our area director for 5 clubs that are under us. Okay. Now, area level is usually area director is usually chosen by interviews. You will be given a booklet, you have to learn, you will have an interview and you will be chosen. But extended area level, no, you just have to volunteer until saying this area director, I want to play a role, they will give you a role. The membership, VP membership that is here at the area level is called Club Growth Director. They work on growing the whole club. Division level Club Growth Director, district level Club Growth Director. VPPR here is called the VPPR in all of the other levels also. These are called the extended teams, extended area team, extended division team, extended district team. These are different teams that you can be part of. Apart from that, there are a lot more roles that can be played. There's a role called parliamentarian and all of that. But before I complete, I want to tell you about one thing alone. There are three things that I discussed right now: contests, conference roles, and the office bearers roles. Now, if you are part of a contest, you cannot be an office bearer on your club level. So you cannot go to area level, division level, and be an office bearer there, because if you are an office bearer, you cannot be part of the contest. Now, there are some people that do this. They take a break from the contest for 1 year. They finish all of these roles in that particular year, and then they come back for contests again. That's something that they do. But there are many people that are taking roles in the conference running roles. Conference running roles you can always take. You can be a contestant. If you lose at one level, in the next level you can take your conference roles. And there are a lot more roles like parliamentarian and treasurer and all of those things that you will understand as you keep slowly growing. But as of now, here is the thing. Anything that comes from outside the club, an online meeting, please go and keep your video on and join that meeting. Take a role there. There's a training happening. Please take a role there. Let people know that you exist. When you come to these conferences, you will know. If you say Vellore Toastmasters Club, immediately they'll say Monica enga, or they will say Bharat enga, because that is the level of face that they've put out there and have done an amazing, amazing job. Wishing all of you best for this amazing Toastmasters journey. Thank you. With that, I would like to give 1 minute silence for the evaluator to make a note of the evaluation. Okay, hope 1 minute is up. I would like to invite, we're going to be listening to one more amazing speech from Toastmaster Kalaivani. Before I invite Toastmaster Kalaivani, I'm going to invite the evaluator, Toastmaster Samuel, to come here and introduce the speech for us.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Today my colleague speaker is Toastmaster Kalaivani. She is doing a pathway in Presentation Mastery Level 1, Project 4, Evaluation and Feedback. The time duration is 5 to 7 minutes, and the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a meeting. For this speech, the member to present a speech and receive a feedback from the evaluator. All the best.
Okay, I would like to invite Toastmaster Kalaivani to come up with the speech. Two wheels endless in the Toastmaster Kalaivani, 2 wheels endless lessons. 2 wheels endless lessons.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Have you ever experienced any difficulty in learning something which appears easy for others, but it has been difficult for you? Have you experienced anything like that? So, I remember a speech given by Toastmaster John few days ago. It's about kinesthetic intelligence. My story is something similar to that, and I also remember Toastmaster Carol learning car driving few years back. So my journey is similar to that. That is why 2 weeks endless lessons. small girl, like around 9 or 10 years old. I wanted to ride bicycle. We didn't have one at home. At that point of time, we used to have bicycle shop nearby. So I could go there and rent the bicycle. For 1 hour, I had to pay 1 rupee. So usually on Sundays, I used to go to that shop and get the cycle. The only problem is I don't know how to ride it. But I simply walk the cycle. Sometimes I just try to pedal it, but we won't get that easily, right? For some people it would be difficult, or some would be there to train them. But I did not have anyone to help me, so I was trying to pedal the cycle. But simply on Sundays, it is like a hobby. I used to take the cycle, push it, try some pedaling, something I do for 1 hour. And then sometimes, even without realizing, I bring the cycle with no air in the tires. Because at that age I was not knowing. Simply I would be walking the cycle and then give it back to the shopkeeper. So it has happened once or twice like that also. But later, after few years, we went to a different area. Initially we were in Saligramam, then we moved to Vadapalli. So there, the house owner, he had 5 children. So they had a bicycle at their home. So I was playing with them and they would be riding the cycle. So that was a good opportunity for me to learn the bicycle. So I could ride along with them. Same thing I was doing there also. I used to try the pedaling, it won't work. I could not balance. I was dancing with the cycle. Some circus would be happening on the streets. Then they were guiding me. Look straight, keep pedaling. That was the guidance given to me. Then I remember very well how I started to ride the bicycle. I kept that instruction in my mind. Then I was just holding the compound gate, trying to balance, and slowly I applied that instruction. Look forward and keep pedaling. I did the same, and suddenly it was a surprise for me. I could ride the cycle readily after so many attempts. So then every day that has become a consistent practice for me. So at the evenings, after coming back from school, I take that bicycle, then go for rounds in the streets. I used to come back home after roaming here and there, because that period it was safe environment for ladies. It was not like this for girls. It was safe, I should say, compared to now. It was safe. So we were roaming here and there, and I came back home. It used to be like that. But then later on, at that point itself, there was a friend of mine who used to ride TVS 50. She used to come from far, like from 2 kilometers from our home. She used to ride in TVS 50 and come to my home. The parents are always compare the kids. So my mom says, look at her, how smart she is. I used to say, when I will ride like that, I used to wonder like that. Then in high school, when we moved to high school, then we came to Tenkasi at that point of time. I could see the girls riding scooter. So I was thinking I have to ride the scooter. One day one of my friends, she had brought the 2-wheeler to school. So I was trying, surprisingly I could ride, because since I had balance in the bicycle, I could ride the scooter also. But the only thing is I don't know how to apply brakes, where to apply brake, how to raise the accelerator or slow the accelerator. It was going like that. But I had confidence, okay, I can also ride the scooter. I was just going straight, then someone helped me to turn around, then I come from there to here. It was like that. Then a few years later, even my cousins taught me how to ride. But the thing is, I was not consistent. I did not have touch consistently. I ride for some days, then I leave it. I did not learn any tips and tricks or guidance. I did not get any guidance from anyone. So after our marriage, I asked my husband to train me on the 2-wheeler. He said, okay, and we went to somewhere near Sarpachari only. We went somewhere. And I was riding, he was sitting in the pillion. When I was riding, I could see a lorry on the opposite side, and there were some labours unloading the bricks. My husband told at the start of the road itself, give back that 2-wheeler to me, I will ride it. He said, no, you don't panic. I can manage. I was just going there. After that, I could not manage in that small space. I could not balance. Like in cycle, I applied the brake and just jumped on my husband and the bike went like this. He fell down. Luckily, there were no injuries, but full of embarrassment. That day, my husband retired as my trainer. After that, he did not come to train me. So many years after, like few years back, he again taught me how to ride the bicycle, but this time he did not sit at the back of me. So he did not sit behind me. I was only trying to ride, but again I was driving, suddenly a slope came. I was standing, luckily I got off the bike and I was thinking whether to apply accelerator or whether to apply bike, and then while thinking only, I just gave on the accelerator. I just went along with the scooter and fell down. And there were a group of men standing there. I gathered myself. Again, there were no injuries luckily. But I was fully embarrassed. I did not even look at their faces. They were trying to help me. I just rode and then came back home. Then after that, I did not touch the scooter at all. But last 2 months back, my mother told me that our maid is going for the two-wheeler training in Tenkasi. So some lady trainer has been training her. So this time for the Christmas vacation, I went there and I learned it in 6 days. Now I have booked the two-wheeler also. But next Sunday is Thaipusam, so hopefully I will get that two-wheeler delivered to me. That's after so many years. Thank you.
I personally know at least 2 friend groups of mine who are girls who are teaching other girls to ride bullets. Please let me know if you want to be. Like, you have no idea how empowering it is for women to ride a bullet. And they go on long drives. Yeah, I can connect you. They actually did it in Vellore also. They're from Chennai, but they did it in Vellore also. Okay. 1 minute silence. Oh, the form is also shared with you. Please share your. Okay, I would like to take like 3 more minutes before we take something to think before we proceed further. While we're thinking about authoring our book, don't worry if you don't like writing. I hate writing. I did not write all my 5 books. The books automatically formed with themselves. Do you want to know how exactly that is formed? Okay, my first book actually, like, I written some 6 books that I wrote only for 1 chapter. I will write 1 book, then I'll think, okay, I'll write something else, and then something else, and then half chapter, 1 chapter will just stay there. One day during lockdown, I thought, okay, I'm going to write a book surely. I was going on YouTube and searching how exactly to write a book. Canva was new that time. They said you can actually create picture books using Canva. So I was I was checking how to make it. Jaira was telling me a story. She was 4.5 or 5 years old, 6 years old that time, and she told the story, and I made that story into a picture book, which was 14 pages long, lot of pictures, one sentence in each of these pages. The book was done in 1 day. And at night, 10 o'clock, I was sitting and wondering, how do I publish this book? I can go on Google, YouTube, find out how exactly to publish. I went to followed a video, clicked wherever it asked me to click on Amazon and all of that. That night, I published the book also. Like, 1 day I published the book. But I was very ashamed. I did not tell people I published a 14-page book. Right? So then I did not tell anybody. Then I'm like, oh my god, I'm an author. How do I tell everybody? How do I tell everybody? Now what I did was I was writing journals during the lockdown. So I put it all together, gave it to one of my friends and asked her, hey, can you write this as a book for me? The journal was basically 108, I think, things that we did during lockdown and we want to continue doing. All the amazing fun things that me and Jaira were doing at home, from building book city across the house to the tents to the Motamadi games to everything that we did was documented into one book. That is when I told everybody saying I published 2 books already. That was easy for me. The third thing that I did was during the lockdown, I was telling stories to children every night at 9 o'clock in the night. I thought I will tell for like 1 or 2 months and then go off, but this lockdown kept going. So every day I was telling stories, and for around 95 episodes I was telling Akbar stories and Birbal stories and all of that. And I thought if I came to 95 episodes, then I think I should make my own stories. So then I started making my own stories. And one of the parents of a child that was listening, they said, hey, I'm good at writing, your stories are really nice, can I write all of those stories for you? I said, Devame, please write for me. And then she wrote all of the stories, and that came out as a book called the 50 Jonpathy Jail Stories that was found during lockdown, was the book's title. And I gave it to another friend of mine, translated it to Tamil, that became another book. Now, the next book was, when this book was publishing, I was working with 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old children, and I felt very bad to keep them on Zoom and talk to them and all that, so I wanted to focus on the older children. Now what did I do? I said morning 6:45, everybody wake up and come. Let's all do a morning routine together. So everybody comes in the morning, I think 5 minutes we listen to an affirmation, then we do a physical workout, and then we write journals. Now I put all of this together, so when they write journals, I put in gratitude, vision, plan for the day, grateful for yesterday, all of those things together, and it all came in cycles. So I have to surely make a worksheet for them to work on the next day. So I made worksheet, I did for 175 days, 100 of those pages I took, I made it into a journal. And that became a journal book also. Now here is something that I want to tell you. First I started with saying, you don't have to write for you to actually publish a book, no? But there is one more thing within this. You have to think of 2 things when you think of writing a book. Not for the sake of writing a book, but actually thinking, saying, hey, what am I going to be known for, guys? So there are 2 words that I would like to put in your mind, asset and authority. Where do I want to focus my authority? Do I want to focus my authority with children, with adults, in the field of AI, in stock market, trading, poetry? Where do I want to focus my authority? Now you have to work on creating an asset for it. That means what? This man woke up 175 days and made children have a good morning every day. I won't want my child to go and learn from him. This man told stories for 175 days to put children to sleep. Let's call him a storyteller to our annual day function and our events. How much is he asking me? 1 lakh rupees per event? Yeah, let's pay him because he's amazing. That's where this asset comes into place. Do something that becomes the news. So while I was doing these things, the world record happened. 175 days of storytelling, world record happened. While I was doing these things, newspapers wrote about me. All of those things happened while I was creating all of these things. That's where this magic comes into place. Your asset and your authority coming together. I would like to finish with one thing, and I will allow you to think during the break also. I do clowning, you all know that, right? So I started doing hospital clowning. That means I would go to Adyar Cancer Center, voluntary health scheme service, DHS Adyar, all of these places, and I will do hospital clowning. That means I will go in as a clown and make children who are affected by cancer happy. And one newspaper journalist called me and said, hey, that's amazing, I would like to write about you. I told them saying, this is one of the many things that I do. There are many other things that I do also. And this person got so excited. This was the middle of the page of the newspaper. From here to here is about me. From where I was born to, this is my whole jadago. Okay? And not just this, if you see that picture up there, that was the front page of this. One passport size photo on the front page. All of that happened from one hospital clowning, not one, but consistent hospital clowning events that I did. So I would like you to think right now. We'll come back and do an exercise. But think in terms of what would I like to be known for, and what is my contribution that will create an asset and authority to me. Let's break for 10 minutes and come back. With that, when we come back, we'll discuss more on this. Thank you.